recording. I might. Go ahead.
Okay, so can you see my pings?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when the boss spawns, these two runes will light up. Well, every rune around the room will light up, but these two are the most important ones.
Okay.
If they show up as blue, you'll want to protect magic to start with. If they show up as like a sort of grey sort of colour, you'll want to protect range. Oh, sorry, red. They turn red. So if they're red, protect range. If they're blue, protect mage.
Okay.
And Yama will do 2 auto attacks and then throw a bomb towards us. Basically, what you want to do is stand in the center of the rune before the bomb hits. And then, once you do that, you then switch your prayer to the alternate one. So, say if that was blue, and then we stand on there, he throws the bomb, the rune will then lose its color. And then the next one will be the opposite color. So, you'll want to protect the opposite attack. So, say if he started with mage, we then stand on the rune, and then you want to switch your prayer to range.
Okay. So what
And
I
then,
have issue with is like comprehension in long chunks of information. So maybe give me a little bit at a
okay,
time, and then ask me a question to see if I
yeah,
remembered what you said.
no worries. So, do you remember what color you would need to protect? So, say if that pad is blue, say if this pad is blue,
Is that
what would
mage?
you protect?
Protect from mage?
Yes, yeah. And if it's red, what would you protect?
Range?
Yeah,
Are they both gonna be the same color?
yes, they will.
Okay.
So, they will always be the same color on phase 1 and 2. So let's just say phase 1, this one turns blue. When we go into phase 2, these 2 pads will also be blue.
Okay.
Okay, so and then phase 3, we'll go into that in a minute. That's not important yet. So phase 1 and 2, these 2 pads will always be the same color. So if they start as blue, what would you protect?
Mage.
Yep, and if they start as red?
Range.
Yep, happy. So the way the fight will go is the boss will spawn. We'll stand around this area. So basically try and stay within... I'll try and do a line without lagging too much. Try and stay behind that line whilst attacking the boss. And then stand around your rune pad. So for example, I'll take this rune pad, you take that rune pad.
Stand around.
He will do... Yeah. Just don't stand in the middle until he starts to throw a bomb. So he will like shout a big thing like Umbra magnified or something like that. That's when you stand in the middle of the pad.
All right.
Okay. So once that happens, so he will do, I think it's 2 auto attacks. And then he will throw a bomb. You stand in the middle of the pad, and then you swap your prayer to the opposite. So if you were protecting range at the start, what would you protect after that?
Mage.
Yeah.
After 2 autos.
So yeah, it's usually 2 autos, but obviously wait until he does his special attack. It's very obvious when he does it.
All right.
So, and then we'll then move our way around to this pad area here. So you'll go to the opposite side, so you'll go to there.
Okay.
And then carry on attacking the boss. We will then get a special attack. So there are 3 special attacks. He'll do either there will be almost like a wall of lightning across the floor, which is, have you ever done not Vorkath, Huey Kotal?
Nope.
No, okay. So they'll start in either corner. So they'll start in either this corner or this corner. And there'll be a diagonal wall going across. And they will progress towards you. Basically, try and skip through them. Like, try to think of an example. Like how you can skip past a blood pool in Tob.
Okay.
But they'll be moving towards you. So as they come close, when they're 2 tiles away, click on the opposite side. Like so.
Oh, this is kind of
So
like
as they...
the warden at TOA. You can skip it, kinda.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, think of it as that. So yeah, so he will do that. In the middle of that, he might throw a special attack again. So he'll shout above his head, and then basically step into the center of the pad when he does that.
Okay.
So let's go back to the start, and we'll see.
Or something. Step in the center of the ring.
Yeah. So we'll go to the start. So let's just say boss spawns. The pad is red. What would you pray?
Range.
Yeah. So we would start with range. Do some attacks on the boss. He'll do probably about 2 autos, then throw a bomb. Then what do we do?
Do we go in the center? No. We click on this tile.
Yep. No, yeah. So then you go into the center of your pad, okay. And then what do you do after that?
Then do I switch to range?
So we were on range already.
Oh,
but
so
yeah, yeah. Switch to mage, and then you would move down to this pad.
Okay.
And then carry on DPSing the boss. Say if a special comes, there is another. I'll now go into the other special because we've mentioned the first one, and you kind of get that one. Flames will spawn on the edges of the rooms. So say a flame will be there, a couple of flames there, and then a flame there.
All right.
They will then work their way down from west to east and east to west, going down the room in a straight line.
Okay.
Basically, just don't stand in them. It's that simple. Dodge them.
Oh, like Chambers Lightning.
Yes.
So we got one that's like Warden. I forget what. I haven't been in TOA for a while. What the exact attack is in Warden, but there's something you can skip.
Like the lightning attack, yeah.
And then there's one that's in Chambers that's the lightning attack. Okay.
Yes, yeah. So basically, don't stand in them. If you do, it's not the end of the world. You'll only take a 16. So it's not a horrendous damage, but...
Alright. Sure.
Alright. Yeah, and then there is one more attack, special, that he'll do, where he will, like, summon some orbs. So, say, a weird thing will spawn, like, here, and there'll be a health bar above it, and a growing, like, action bar, almost, like a yellow action bar.
Alright.
But if you see them, target them straight away and kill them. And those are the only 3 specials that this boss does. Pardon?
Quiz me on that last piece of info. Gonna need to hear it one more.
Yeah. So, say if he spawns an orb, so it's like a blue orb as such, and it spawns here with a health bar and an action bar below it.
Like a minion.
Kind of. Yeah, kind of. So if the action bar reaches full, Yama will absorb it and hit you for like a 24.
Okay.
So you basically want to kill it as quick as you can. And if you had a purging staff, you could do it in 2 attacks, but you don't. So your shadow, I think it's 3 attacks you have to do on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go back to the start again.
Okay.
All right. So say if both of these pads turn blue, what would you pray?
Mage.
Yep. And then you would stand around the pad. Yep.
Stand around.
Yeah. So, and then Yama goes to throw a big ball at you and shouts. What then?
Shouts. Blah blah blah. Stand on here.
Yep. Yep. Then what?
Then switch to range. Pray.
Yep.
But keep hitting him with
and then what?
The whole time.
Yeah.
Then.
Where would you path to?
I would path to here.
Yep. And then you keep on attacking.
Keep on attacking the boss. Yep. He'll be like here.
And then let's just... Yes, yeah. And then let's just say that an orb spawns here. What then?
I click on the orb so that it doesn't heal him. So he doesn't absorb it.
Yeah. And how many attacks would you do?
3 until it dies.
Yeah, I mean, it might be 1 more for you because you're a pure. I'm just thinking of my DPS.
Just kill it until it dies.
Yep. And then after you finish that, what then?
Then do I wait for the next special, like some fire thing or something coming from?
Yeah. So then some fire comes up here, and it starts working its way down. Say if it's coming towards you.
I move.
Yeah. Yep. Happy. And then
I can go back?
And then, yep. And then, but then keep an eye out on the west side as well, because I'll have some fire coming towards you as well. So don't just be cautious of it. It's like
That's the east
lightning
side.
in Cox.
This is east.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah.
No
Yeah, yeah. So then Yama starts to shout something at you again. What do you do?
I step on here and I switch to mage.
Yep. Range. You'll be on mage there. So, oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, yeah, mage. Yeah. My bad. I forgot what I told you at the start there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I was
Happy?
mage at the beginning, then I switched to range when he yells. Now I'm at
Yeah,
range.
that's fine. Yeah,
He yells
sorry.
again, switch to
I
mage.
forgot.
Okay, no worries.
I'm busy. I'm busy trying to teach.
Okay.
Yeah. So then, hopefully by this point we should have DPS'd the boss down to the point where he will do his. He will teleport us to the stones.
Oh.
The
Okay.
stepping stones.
All right.
In fact, if you come over here, I didn't even realize this. Come and stand over where I am, and zoom all the way out. Do you see that platform there?
Yes. We're gonna.
Yeah. So you will spawn there when he teleports you. Yeah.
All right. Do I just go
So then,
any direction, pretty much, or does it matter?
Yeah, I mean, if you do it tick perfect, you can click do, and then click off the platform. You should take no damage from the fireballs, but if you mess up a tick, there'll be a demon stood here.
Yeah.
He will throw fireballs down all the way across. Basically, don't stand on the stones where the fireballs are, and just dodge around them. So you can move back and forwards if you need to, and then jump around.
Oh, okay. But you're saying this path is always safe if you're like instantly?
Yes, yeah, yeah. So if you one tick every single platform when you spawn in, you won't take any damage from it.
Huh. Okay. I'm very unlikely to one tick with my current computer.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world if you don't, you know.
If I like the content,
I think you get hit at 26.
If I like the content, I can buy a better computer and then I can one tick things. But
yeah,
now it's a crappy $600 laptop. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So then, when you're on the platform,
okay,
you'll want to attack it with mage to start with.
Mage first.
Yep, and then dodge because he'll be throwing fireballs at you. Kind of like try to think of an example in Tob or something like that. It's like the fireballs at Vorkath, if you've ever done that.
I have done Vorkath once, maybe twice.
Yeah, so just think of the fireballs at Vorkath. Basically, don't stand where they're going to land.
Okay. It's more like the Chambers rocks. It's like the Chambers rocks at Ulm.
Yes, yeah. In fact, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. So attack with mage first, then attack with melee, and then just alternate. So attack, move, attack, move, attack, move.
Okay.
And I will also be damaging it, so it has a shared HP bar.
Why do we have
so
to switch,
even if you don't get much damage off,
it'll just be immune if we do it with the same style, right? So we just have to keep switching weapons.
Yeah. So So he has a protection pres.
Oh, so I gotta watch what he's putting up, basically.
All right. Yes. Yeah.
That's P2
but
or
yeah,
P3?
but it's this is P1 still.
Oh,
so
P1.
once you kill the demon, we then go into P2.
Okay.
But P2 runs exactly the same as P1.
All right.
But it's just that when the lightning comes across the floor, you know, the like the wall of lightning that I told you about.
Yeah, the straight one from the west or east.
Yeah. No. Yes. Yeah. On P2, there will be 2 rows. So one will come from this area, and one will come from this area.
Diagonally?
Yes.
So I'm supposed to skip it by waiting till it goes near me, and then I basically run across
it?
Yeah.
Run through, and yeah. Okay. So if you're on this side, if you're on this side, usually what I do is I'll stand here, I'll see so the way they spawn is that they spawn this side first, east side first.
Yeah.
So the way I do it is I usually run through the east side, and then the west side will just be there, so I'll run straight through it again. So, but you want a 1-tick sort of stop, otherwise you'll just run into the wall and your prayer will drop.
Sorry, repeat.
So if you get hit by the wall, it will hit you for I think about a 10 or a 16, and then it will take your protection prayer off. So the way that I usually do it on P2 is, say I'm like around here, and the wall is coming towards me across here. I will skip through it, and then there will be a wall coming towards me just here as well. So I'll wait a tick and then run through it again. But you want that pause of a tick, otherwise you'll get hit by the other wall, because for some reason it likes you running from being stopped.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. It's some weird thing that Jagex have put in for some reason.
Sorry, wait, so quit.
But
I might have spaced out a bit.
yeah, okay. Alright. Let's go back to the start, and you can talk me through it. Alright?
Alright. So you're gonna start the boss, I'm gonna be standing here. Okay,
yep.
Go ahead.
And it is a red tile.
I switch to range. Protect from range.
Yep. Yep. So we're attacking, and then he goes, bloody blah, 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 and throws a ball at us. Yep. And then what?
Then I keep attacking him. Oh, and I switch to mage.
I would. Yep. And then... Yep, happy. And then the lightning starts coming down.
Okay, I'm gonna basically go right here and then skip it like that. Something
yep.
like that.
Yep. And then what would you do after that?
I'm gonna stand next to this and get ready to switch prayers again. I think I have, what, mage on right now?
Oh, there's some fire coming.
Oh,
yes.
Okay, so I just run. I don't know where to run. Holy, there's like 3 rows of fire.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Usually it's Okay. Obviously it's more obvious when you're doing it.
Okay.
And then he goes bloody blah, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, and then I switch to magic again. Oh wait.
Yep.
Hang on.
No, range, because you're on mage.
Oh, I switched
Yep,
to
your
range,
mage frees up at the minute.
Okay, and I
yep.
stand on this
and then
at
what?
the same time. Stand on the center.
Yep.
Yep.
And then what?
Then I go here.
Orb spawns here.
Okay, I click the orb and kill it. I'm killing it.
Yep.
While standing here.
Orb is dead.
Okay.
Yep. And then he goes, blah, 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 I'm gonna kill you.
I switched to what do I have on currently? I forgot. Do I have mage on?
So you have range on at the minute.
Oh, I switched to mage then, and then I step on this one.
Yep.
Are we sharing?
Yep. So basically, the way it works is the first person to stand on the pad will de-illuminate it. Okay. So say if I get to the pad first here, your pad will still be lit.
Okay.
So so let's just say it goes range, magic, range. Say if you missed that pad and I got it first, we can then go to that pad because it will still be lit up. But we should DPS it to the next phase by that point. If not, I can run the pads. Don't worry about that. So you get teleported over to here now.
Okay, I got teleported.
Don't worry, I can. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just.
Yeah, it's fine. I can always run pads.
I'm just gonna send it, and then get here, and then I use mage, then melee, then mage, then melee, and mage, melee.
Yep.
And then I dodge.
Yep.
As rocks are falling or something.
Yep.
Fireballs.
Yep. And then we spawn back in here again.
And we do that all over again. For P2.
Yep. So the pads. Do you know what color the pads will be now? I did tell you.
Are they gonna be different, opposite color? Of whatever they
No, they're going to be the same as P1.
Oh, they're going to be the same as P1. Okay. So whatever I put in the first time. So it's identical.
So range. Yeah, so they're... Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. So they're red.
Okay, so they're red, so then protect range.
Mm-hmm. So we do a few attacks, bloody blah. Then he shouts, blah.
Okay, I switch to protect mage, and then I step on this at the same time.
Yep.
It's like the same thing, same action, basically.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And then what do you do after that?
I'm going to keep hitting him, and I'm going to run here.
Yep. And then 2 lightning walls come down.
Okay.
One starts... In fact, sorry, one starts here.
I'm going to skip one.
So I'll do this one first.
Okay, and then I'm going to skip the other one, like this way.
And then this one's coming down.
Okay, now I'm going to skip the other one, like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go.
And then
here. Oh, an orb. I click it to attack it. Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
But you know.
When you're doing that, I mean, like Obviously, when you go to attack it, you won't get path in, but don't stand in the middle of your rune until he does a special attack. Right. Otherwise, you'll activate the rune early, and then it's depowered basically. So it means we just have to try and DPS.
Okay.
Okay. So now he sends a massive meteor towards me.
All right.
What do you do?
I don't know.
You would go and stand. You would stand in the middle of the pad.
Oh, all right. And then I.
So yeah. So yeah. So yes. So in phase 2. Yes. So in phase 2, he will throw the orbs at you, but they'll be different. So there'll be a massive meteor that might stop you from moving. So you need the other person to stand in a pad for you. That's kind of how it works. So if he shouts, "I'm going to kill you," and then you see a massive meteor above my head, you would basically step into the pad. It's the same as phase 1.
All right.
Okay. So we do that. Then what? So you've just turned on. What's it? You've done range. You've done magic. Then what would you do?
Then I would path to here, keeping prey mage on.
No, you would switch to range because you just had magic on. Remember?
Oh, all right.
I know you did say to switch to prayer, but yeah, I know. Yeah.
I don't remember much. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, it's all good. And then keep on deep, and then we get him down to the threshold. He teleports you back over here.
All right. I just skipped the rocks again. 1, 2, 3, 4, but supposedly 1 per tick. And then get there, and then I do mage first, and then melee. And what about camping and protection prayers over there?
You don't need protection prayers over there.
Okay, it's just about weapons then, and dodging.
Yes. Yeah. So now we will go into phase 3. All right. So for phase 3, you will so both these paths were red to start with, so you protected range on phase 1 and 2.
Okay.
On phase 3, you pray the opposite of what the pads have been at the start. So you would want to put mage pray up just as the demon dies on the platform that you were on over there.
Okay.
So protect from mage.
Protect from mage. Yep.
Yeah. So then Yama will be in the middle around here.
All right.
He will basically point his finger at you, and then shadows will spawn above your head. There'll be one here, and one here.
Should I mark those
as an example?
I saw some people mark those tiles.
No, because it's complete. It's random what he'll do.
Oh, okay.
So, in fact, let's just do it for you. So a tile, 3 balls will spawn above your head there.
Okay.
When you see that, you want to take 1 step away in the opposite. So that is a straight line going that way. You want to take 1 step away in the opposite direction.
Okay, off the line.
Because it's yes.
All right.
And then the balls will spawn this way. Can you guess which way you need to go?
I need to go off the line again.
Yeah. And then, which way did we go first time? Then 3 balls will spawn here, here, and here.
Go off the line again.
Yeah. After that, you'll want to switch your prayer from mage to range. So, in the middle of doing those ball attacks, he will do an auto attack on you whilst you're running through that. The way it works is that basically every attack he does to you, he'll do the opposite attack afterwards. So if he attacks you with mage to start with, he will attack you with range next.
Alright.
Okay, so then the way it usually works is he'll do an auto attack at you, so he will attack you with range. Then you want to switch your prayer back to mage.
Okay.
Yep. Like so he shoots you. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then potentially he'll point his finger at you again like this, and then some balls will come down. What would you do then?
I gotta move off the line.
Yep. And then.
Am I still changing off the line?
Yes. Yeah. So after that auto attack, you will then switch your prayer to the opposite.
Okay.
And then he'll do this attack.
Off the line. Oh, is it bad if I do more than 1 tile? I meant to click 1 tile.
No. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So then you would switch your prayer again to the opposite of what you're on. Potentially then, like, it gets a little bit messy then. So, but he won't throw anything at you that you've not already dealt with in previous waves.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
How fast is the
so then
prayers?
It's quite slow. It's probably about every 7 or 8 seconds.
Oh, okay. That's really
So,
slow.
but when he's doing that attack, he will only attack you once in that entire time, so you don't have to worry about it. Once you finish that attack, switch your prayer over.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
And then basically on this phase, I will call out the prayers for you anyway.
All right.
To start with, whilst you're learning, because then you can learn, and I will call the prayers out for the entire time to start with, so that you can learn what you need to do.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So then, as an example, he will then bring some lightning down. So there'll be lightning coming, but it will cross over at certain points because they both start at the same time. Basically, just try and dodge as best you can. If he deactivates your prayer, put it back on as quick as possible.
Almost like white sperm at TOA Aka. Just they're coming everywhere.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No. So they will run in a grid. So they will basically run across here and then cross over, say, like here as an example.
And just avoid everything, kind of.
So, yes,
almost like
yeah.
Warden. The Warden.
And then, yes, yeah. And then orbs will also spawn. So if you see an orb, basically start to attack it, and switch your prayers as you go as well. Basically, this is a big jumble of mess where he will try and throw everything at you if we don't DPS it fast enough.
Okay, so it's a DPS check.
So. Basically, yeah, because else it gets to the point where you can't really survive much longer.
Okay. Sounds good.
So, I mean, I think we'll do one more little dry run through, and then we'll just send it and see what happens.
Sounds good.
All right.
Do I start?
All right. So these are blue.
No, right? I just start here, right?
Yeah.
I pray mage.
So these are blue.
I pray mage. And then I step on here.
Yep.
Leave it on.
And then he goes blah blah blah. And then big orb comes. Yep.
To range.
Yep.
And then I go down here as I keep attacking him.
Yep. Yep. Then some lightning comes across.
Okay, I'm gonna step away and then step over so that I don't activate the tile, and then I'm gonna go back. Yep.
Then some fire will start coming down.
Okay, I'm gonna just make sure the fire doesn't hit me, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, and
then he goes, rah, 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 I'm gonna attack you.
Okay, then I'm gonna switch to pray mage. I think I was on pray mage. I don't remember. Whatever I wasn't on.
Yeah, you were.
Okay.
Yeah, mage range, and then mage. Yep.
And then I'm gonna here.
Keep on DPSing. Yep. He then brings some more lightning down.
Okay, I'm gonna cross over.
Yep. Happy. And then we get teleported to islands.
And then I just one tick as fast as I can click on these things.
Yeah.
Obviously I missed everything, but it's probably because I'm recording, so it's lagging my computer. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine when I'm not recording. Okay, go ahead.
Yep. So demon's dead. We come back in here.
Mm-hmm. And then we go back.
We spawn here.
P2 beginning. And then I go here again, and it's gonna be the same.
And the pads are blue.
Pray mage.
Yeah.
And then step on the thing.
Yep.
Wait, I don't step on the thing yet. JK, I don't step on the thing yet, right?
Yeah.
Don't have to wait.
He goes blah blah blah. Yeah.
Okay, now I step on the thing, but I originally had pray mage up already. Okay.
Yes. So then, what would you do now?
Okay, then I would path to here. I'd probably.
You've still got pray mage up as well.
I guess I activated it early. Oh no, I should have switched to range when I activated it, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep. And then an orb spawns here.
Click on the orb and kill it. Yep.
Yep. Orb is dead. We get 2 lines of lightning coming down now.
Okay, now I'm just gonna avoid the lightning by stepping over it.
Yep.
Okay.
Happy?
Yep.
And then some fire starts coming down.
Okay, avoid the fire. Just avoid the fire.
Yep. Then he goes, and then he starts to drop a meteor on my forehead.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch prayer. I think what do I have up right now? I already forgot.
You have range up at the minute.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch to mage, and then I'm gonna step on this at the same time and leave it on while I'm attacking him.
Yep. Happy.
Okay.
And then what?
And then I'm gonna make my way over to here as I leave protect from magic up, and I'm gonna wait.
Yep.
And kill attack.
DPS the boss.
Yep.
And then some lightning comes across. Sorry, wrong pad.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yep. Happy.
Path.
Yep. So lightning's there. Yep.
And then I go back to here.
Then we'll do orb spawns.
Okay, I attack the orb. till it's dead.
Yep. Then he goes, I'm going to kill you.
Okay. So then I switch. What magic? Do I have magic on right now?
You're on magic at the minute.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm going to switch to range and put this up and camp it and hit him from here.
Yep.
And we're both going to be activating this at the same time, and it's okay?
Yes, yeah, it's fine.
Sharing. Okay.
Yep. So then we're attacking the boss again. Some fire starts coming down.
Okay, I just avoid the fire.
Yep. Let's say that this pad is still active.
Why? Why is it active?
Because this phase has taken longer than we thought.
So it reactivated?
Yes.
Okay.
Or so you missed a pad and I got the pad first. Let's say that. Okay. But yeah. So, boss is going, then he shouts, then he drops a meteor on my head.
What do I have up right now? Do I have range up?
Yeah, you've got mage. Yeah, you got range, yeah.
I have range up?
I think.
Okay, then I'm going to switch to mage and then click on this thing and then attack him still.
Yeah, and then we go to islands.
And then we go to islands, we do the thing where we, click on the things really fast.
Yeah, do. Yep. And then we both get spawned in here. This is the tile I think we usually get spawned in on, so come and stand here.
Okay.
Yep. So then you would start to attack the boss.
Okay. Start attacking the boss, but I would pray range this time.
Sorry.
It's P3.
Yes, you would, yeah. I was testing you there, seeing if you remembered. So then there's some
attack the boss, right?
Rocks coming down in a line.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Okay, now I move because it
off
the line. Again, off the line.
Yeah. And then sorry, I'm just trying to make it realistic.
Off the line.
Yep. An orb spawns over here.
I click on it.
Yep. All meanwhile, you would change your prayer after that. I will call it out for you. Oh, but you were starting off with range there. So what would you do?
I switch to mage, and do I activate a pillar?
Yep.
Or wait, no, I didn't.
No, so you yeah. So phase 3, these won't be active.
Oh, no more.
These will just be switched off. No.
Okay, great. One less thing to worry about.
Yep. Yep. So then he does an auto attack of range to you.
Okay.
Then what would you do?
Switch to range if I was on mage. I don't remember what I was on.
You were on range, I think. No, wait, range. Yeah, you're on mage. Yeah.
Was on mage?
Either or, yeah. So yeah.
Then I clearly did not protect.
So what he started?
He said he ranged.
Yeah. So you started on range and you switched to mage. He did an auto attack of mage on you.
Oh, okay. Then I switched to range. The protection should be protecting from what he's attacking me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna miss it.
Oh no. Okay. All right. Okay. Off the line. Off the line again.
Yeah.
And off the line again.
And then what would you do then?
I don't know. Hit the boss.
Swap your prayer to mage.
Switch prayer again.
Yeah.
Oh, back to mage.
Yep. And then he'll do an auto attack. Yep. And then probably spawn lines coming across.
Okay. Cool.
So basically dodge them as well as you can. Yeah, try to stay away from the middle area because the boss will melee you if you stand too near him.
Oh, so he's like Soda Sec, he melees.
Sorry.
Alright.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then he'll just keep on doing that rock falling attack. Auto attacks.
Do you think that someone's optimized a place to stand when those X's cross? That's something that gamers would do. They would have optimized a place already to stand.
Try to stay around this area if you can.
Oh, okay.
Because then when the lightning comes, it's easier to dodge and work out how to dodge.
Okay.
Because it will always spawn from the south side of the room.
Yeah, I just think that someone's probably optimized like 3-tile skip or something already. I don't know. I haven't played this yet.
But the direction that they spawn in is random, so it could either start off this way, or it can start off this way.
Okay. All right.
So. Yeah, but yeah, that is basically the boss, and then just keep
the lightning stuff, not the black orbs with the lightning. Okay.
The what? Sorry.
I was talking about the lightning coming through the ground, not the black orbs necessarily.
There are some tiles, but it's when you're meleeing, not when you're maging.
Okay.
And meleeing just adds a whole other complexity that I've not even learnt yet. So.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Have you got an anti-poison? No, you haven't. I'm going to drop you an anti-poison.
I should have actually brought Sandfew. I remember
There you
yesterday
go.
I brought Sandfew. These are restores.
It's alright. If you just drop something and sip that, and then I'll pick it back up again.
I just ate an angler. Lol.
Oh, that's fine. Just keep it. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, I'll just. Right.
Alright.
So if you heart up, stand in your area.
Oh,
and let's just.
You're gonna just try it? That's what. Is that it? We're done?
Yep, I'm just doing all my prep now, so.
Okay, I need to.
Let's just do it, and I will call out the prayers for you.
I'm gonna do Word of Arceus. And then I'm gonna summon a mage spell.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm gonna stop recording so that
you
we
ready?
can